Good morning. How y'all feeling out there? I'm Omi Bell, and I'm here with my co-host Takia Ross.
Good morning.
And who decided to get up this morning and choose violence with his makeup? Okay.
Listen, I told you, good girlfriend, only because they got me going outside today.
Okay.
You know.
And we go, and if we're going outside, we got to go outside like we're going outside for TV. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
Yes. And since that has happened, that means I had to put some earrings on. You see how the impact happens? And so, but these earrings I got from, I want to say this was the Chicago pitch or the Detroit
They
pitch.
are gorgeous.
It might have been Detroit. But I had them in my bag this whole time. Because you know, you need back earrings in your bag.
Absolutely.
You know, you always need spare earrings in your bag that you can pop out. Her name is LaDonna J. Harris. LJH Artistry. She's a creative curator, but her name is LaDonna J. Harris. It's 313. So yeah, that's Detroit, I think.
I love them. They are gorgeous.
That's so good, actually. Thank you, LaDonna. I appreciate you, girl.
You need bag earrings and then a bag of backs. For your earrings, the earring bag.
True.
So
first of all, the way my brain is set up, I didn't know what you was talking. I said a bag of backs, Lord.
Earring.
Okay, because I was like, well, what are we doing with it?
What are we doing with a bag of backs?
What are we doing with a bag of backs? And
I don't know.
They fit into
maybe we don't.
But if you got it, then it must be necessary. You see what I'm saying?
Listen, I do carry earring backs in all of my bags. It's so funny because I don't have a bag in front of me. I pack a makeup bag, and it stays in, and every bag has their own makeup bag. So every bag, so I never have to pull out. I never have to pull out. You know how you pull out your makeup bag, your carry-all bag, and then you put it in a new purse? I never have to do that. It's just a wallet. Just put your wallet in the bag and go.
See, that's so organized of you. You see what I'm saying? That's so well prepared for life of you. And I don't really have that kind of level of things. So I think that's amazing, to be honest with you. I think that is like really
cool. Saved my life. That's what it is. It's because I don't have the capacity.
I can see y'all.
Think. I can't be thinking that hard. So I need to just get up and go.
I am trying my best to avoid carrying a purse. Like I'm trying my best to avoid it.
Okay.
I'm trying to buy all of my outfits with pockets.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because I'm over it. I don't like carrying bags. I don't want anything in my hand. Okay. I might sit it down and forget it with the way my ADHD works.
Okay.
You know, so I need just something with good pockets. And that I lost a lot of weight, so I am going to be going on this. I need to get some new clothes spree.
Okay.
Because I don't have enough clothes. Well, I don't have any clothes I can really wear like that. So like now I gotta go get some new clothes. First of all, why it's so expensive, child?
Listen, but you know, when you want the quality pieces though.
I know, and that means I can only buy 2 per paycheck.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You gotta map it out.
That's how it be.
This is not an overhaul.
No, you gotta do one at a time.
You gotta do one. It's like I gotta buy 1 shirt and 1 pair of pants.
And that's it. And that's it. And you gotta make sure that they mix and match. It gotta be versatile. Now I do want to put it out there. And listen, don't nobody come in there before I come, because I'll get a flight tomorrow.
Okay.
And I shop the closet that you currently have, because I know what's in that closet.
First of all, ma'am, don't come for me. All right. Anyway, let us. You see what I'm saying? This is where we need to move on. And next,
I know what's in the closet.
I think I'm about to listen. Everything needs a paywall right now. So I think I'm about to Poshmark, like whatever's in there.
Send it to me first. Don't try to put it up there, because I already know. I got my eye on some things. That is in that closet.
I need to, because everybody need to make money. I was having a great conversation with a wonderful woman yesterday, and we were talking about network. And that's why the women, I'm gonna bring them up in a second. They have this platform called New Connect, and it's about connecting, like it's a networking platform. I think uh we were talking about I was talking about just manufacturing wins. So Ryan from the Gathering Spot, one of the founders of the Gathering Spot, he always says like we need to manufacture our wins. And I love that because I think sometimes we want to wait for our wins to be so organic and wait to be so things to be discovered like slowly, or like, oh, then somebody found me and then it went viral. And it's like, forget all that. Like, use your network, leverage it, maximize it, and then dig into the next thing. Now, y'all know, I'm gonna say this before they get up here. So here's y'all, you know what I thought to myself yesterday? I had a call with these women, lovely ladies. Okay. I'll tell y'all about this after. Speaking of network, this woman contacted me. She's like, hey, I'm doing this new thing. Let's connect. So we connected with her and her business partner. And we were talking. And I was ready to figure out how to like pay them to consult on something just because I know the one girl. And I know her work and I think she's great. And I was ready. But they may have not known that. You know what I mean? So like I was just painting a picture of like where BGV is. And yes, like there's some, funding has slowed down and all of that. And as I started brainstorming, one of her friends' expertise, or her business partner's expertise, is in like marketing and branding. And so I was like, oh, maybe you can actually consult with us because I need, because I'm thinking about some things on a BGV side in terms of a media agency. And then the partner, she said, well, if you talk to this person because she did the same thing, maybe you should contact her. And in that moment I thought, but I was ready to give you the bag. But then you shifted me to somebody else. And I was like, is it okay? Are y'all open to a coachable moment? And they were like, yeah. And I said, I was ready to say like, hey, I can hire you for this. But then you sent me to somebody else. No, the woman that I know, she kind of brought it back and was like, well, after you talk to them, talk to us, and I was like, hey, like you took me out of the moment when I was trying to find a way to give you the bag. I think sometimes people don't recognize what moment they have.
Yeah.
And so no tea, no shade to them because they're great. It's just that they didn't recognize what moment they have. So yes, what was it, yesterday, day before, whatever, the woman Kenya, when she came on and she didn't give me her bio. And so I was like, and the website that she had did not connect with, it wasn't related to what she came on to talk about. And I was like, hey, I don't actually, you got to know that you got to prepare the person that's going to talk about you to be talking about you. So I don't have a full like description of the platform that I'm about to bring these ladies up to talk about per se. And I don't know, I know that the platform is one name, but like the website looks like it's another. So I don't exactly know what thing I'm about to be, which thing to give y'all. So I'm gonna let them come up and give it to y'all. But a lot of people, when you go into media opportunities, know that whatever you feed them is whatever they may say, and you want them to be saying exactly what you're gonna say. So always make sure you give the name of your platform, matching up with the name of your website, and making sure that's clear. And if there's a bio to be asked for, give a bio of some sort. Okay, everybody out there. But that has nothing to do with how great your product is or how wonderful you are as a founder. But yeah, I would be remiss if I didn't use this platform to help people get prepared for the next opportunity. So without further ado, having said all that, I'm going to bring up the creators, founders of New Connect, who is a networking platform, matching people intentionally according to their goals. So I'm going to bring them up. Hello, welcome.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. Y'all got us up bright and early. We're here.
Oh, yeah. So is it newconnect.com? Is it newcord.org? Is it Newcord? Is it New Connect? What is it?
So Newcord is our technology education company, and then New Connect is a product. under
Got
it.
it.
So
Okay.
like Meta is the big family for Instagram, Threads, so New Cord is our big family, and the family name, and then New Connect is under it. So
Got it. And so do y'all want to talk to us about New Cord, or do you want to talk to us about New Connect?
we'll be talking about New Connect, but I feel like we have to touch on New Cord because it tells the story of New Connect.
Okay, got it. So let's start with New Cord then, maybe.
Yep.
So,
Mm-hmm.
like, what is New Cord
Yep.
exactly?
So just to share a little bit about myself, and I'll pass it to Kina, very brief. So my name is Ramala. I am the founder of New Cord and New Connect. So how New Cord came about is that, when I was in college, I ended up going to college for pre-med. And when I got in those chemistry classes and those biology classes, I was like, oh, no, sweetie, what is this? I went to my counselor's office immediately and switched my major. And then I switched my major 4 times after that before eventually dropping out of college. And I came home and I did some soul searching. And my uncle was like, well, why won't you get into IT? And I was like, IT? I'm not good at math. He was like, well, can you read? I was like, yeah. He was like, okay, you could do IT. So I'm like, okay, I'll go home. I start searching up, and then I ended up enrolling back into college, and I got my bachelor's in IT and cybersecurity. And just going throughout my whole career, I worked in the IT help desk, and I moved over to cybersecurity, vulnerability specialist, and then consulting at Accenture. I just noticed a lack of representation. I noticed a lack of people that look like me, a lack of women, a lack of Black people. I'm like, why is that? And then I realized that technology isn't taught to our community. So I started looking to build a community. And everyone that I know that I was finding, they lived on the East Coast or the West Coast. I'm right here in Chicago. Couldn't find no one that was in tech until I was scrolling on TikTok, and then Kina was going viral, sharing her journey. And I'm like, let me reach out to her. So I reached out to her. I like to say the love story started there. We did some volunteering together. And then we're like, you know what, this particular organization can only scratch a little bit of a surface. We need to make an impact right here in Chicago. So our first opportunity out the door, we co-partnered with this other organization hosting a computer science summit for Black high school and college students at the Google headquarters. We did that twice, 2 years in a row. And then we did a camp at the Juvenile Center, Chicago Public Library, partnered with City Colleges of Chicago and Microsoft, just teaching technology skills, making tech understandable for the everyday person. So we teach youth and adults because we know that technology does not have to be complicated. We can break it down for the everyday person. So that's a little bit about New Core, just making our impact. And then I'll pass it to Kina.
Hi everyone, I am Kina. I am New Cord and New Connect's co-founder. I also have a tech background, and so like Ramala said, we connected just here in Chicago, both being women in tech. I was on TikTok sharing a day in my life working at Uber, and the videos were going viral, and I realized there's a really big digital divide here in Chicago. A lot of people don't know what encompasses just tech. They didn't even know Uber had a tech side. They thought it just was made up of the drivers. So me and Ramala pretty much had the same passion to close that digital divide here. And out of that, New Connect was born because we were constantly at networking events, wanting to find partners, wanting to find volunteers. And as we know, networking can be so awkward. Sometimes you're standing in the corner. One day Ramala's good at talking to people, one day it's me. So we were like, you know what? We got to solve our own problem. We went to an event for investors and founders. We didn't know who was an investor, who was a founder. So now we're spending 2 hours trying to just scope out the room when we could have got there and already knew who we were supposed to meet. So we did Tech-a-Times. That was our first event where we matched people based on their networking goals. So Tech-a-Times was a play on Valentine's Day. So it was professional matchmaking. And that event, people absolutely loved it. So we were like, okay, we might got something here. Nesby Week came, and another organization out of New York and Yahoo had heard about our professional matchmaking, and they asked us to facilitate. And all of the feedback was once again about the professional matchmaking. So we went ahead and built a web platform initially, launched it in Philadelphia at the STEM Social Summit. That was a huge opportunity for us to gather market research, and we realized we need an app. So we buckled down. We spent about 4 months building an app. We put a date on the calendar. We said we're launching in New York City. And we launched in New York City our official networking platform, New Connect. And so we really put our heart and soul into this because we understand that your network really is your net worth. And people go to these places and they don't get the opportunities, they don't get to meet the people that they, you know, need and want to meet. And it's a lot of wasted time, energy, and disappointment. So
New Connect automatically matches you with people at the networking event. So you get on the app. It's on iPhone. It's on the iPhone and Android, Google Play. So you get on the app. You tell us a little bit about yourself, and then you join the match room. That's if the event organizer is on New Connect, which most likely they will be. You join the match room, and then based off of who's all at the event, we match you based on just different things about you, your goals, your interests. And then you automatically are paired with, 3 to however many people that's at the networking event that matches that.
So, okay, this is wonderful. Congratulations on launching this and building it. What do you want people? So when they match, but then what does that mean? So after they match, then what do they do?
After they match, they're able to connect directly with the person that our algorithm said, this is the person that you need to meet right here, right now. So you're able to message them. We encourage people to meet in real life. In the message box, it says, great chat, go meet in real life. It has icebreakers, hey, where are you? I'm over here by the bar. We want people to meet at these events immediately. So you're able to look at their profile. We tell you why you match. So you already know why you're going up to this person and what you're talking about and what you have in common.
Yeah, we have conversation starters as well. So because we know like networking events, it takes time. It takes money to get to these events. So a lot of people want to come there and they want to meet who they should meet. So, pretty much we're already telling you here that based off of your goals and what you're trying to do, this is who you should meet. Let's chat in person. And, we try to help it as much as we can. We automatically paired you, gave you the icebreaker things you could talk about, and let's go from there.
When did you launch this? What was the year?
The first event was last year in February, and then we officially launched on the iPhone, our app store, like 3 months ago. Keena and I coded this app by ourselves, like me, her, and AI. A lot of coding, a lot of crying. Our developer dropped out on us in January 27, just 2 weeks before our launch party. So we gave him all the UI, the UX, how everything should look. Only thing he had to do was build it. And then he let us know 2 weeks before our launch party that he wasn't going to be able to do it anymore. And so only thing he built was, think like you're building a car. The only thing he built was the dashboard. Like we had to build everything in 2 weeks for our New York City launch party. But this was just happened in like February. So we've been in market research stage since last February, and then we officially launched on the App Store just a few months ago.
How many? Go ahead.
I'm sorry, because it gets me excited because I'm not an extrovert like people think I am. I prefer to be in the house. So when I go to networking events, I struggle. Like I just struggle because I don't know how to go up and talk to you. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Like I do all my research. I know who in the room, but I'm just sitting there like, hoping, right? So I want to know, like, when you do, like, if I'm a user, right, and I create my profile and I say, does it does it follow me or does it follow the event? Right. So you understand what I mean? Like, so like I go to Omi's networking event, right? But then I'm going to go to Kenya's, right? So does my profile follow me if you're on New Connect, or do I have to create a new one every time I go to a networking event?
Nope, your profile is your profile. Once it's created, it's created. So then the event organizers, so if Omi has an event and we have partnered with Omi to have her event on the app, then you'll go to Omi's event. And then if Keena's having a networking event and we're partnered with Keena on the app, then you can join Keena's networking room as well too. And then that's another side. So we have an event organizer at analytics dashboard, because we know as event organizers, we host a lot of networking events ourselves. So we know like you can't really track analytics, like who actually met. Like I would love to know if the next Jeff Bezos and Oprah met at my event, right? So you get to see like who connected at your event, what type of people are in your room. Is your audience mostly like introverts, extroverts? So what's their audience chemistry? And we kind of like put a lot of numbers behind that. So we literally try to get that real-time user feedback. So you can be able to, as an event organizer, it'll generate a lot of things on the dashboard for you based off of how your networking event, like what time did everyone start matching the most or getting on the app the most. And these are things that we know that sponsors look for. Sponsors care about numbers. So we make it easy for you to kind of bundle that up as an event organizer and then send that to sponsors as well too.
Who is your customer in terms of when you say event organizers? Because is it people who are gathering like smaller people on a regular basis? Is it like big summits and conferences? Is it like who would be the best customer for you?
We want to go after those summits and conferences, but at the same time, we're not turning away from the small business market, because like we went to like a founder's breakfast at Chicago Cut Steakhouse, and that would have been a perfect, time. There was only like maybe 15 people at the breakfast. So we're really covering out. We have tiers for all ranges from I think 15 people on based off of, and based off of whoever. So event organizers is basically our audience.
So what happens to what Takia was saying is like every conference you go to has another app. Mm-hmm. So there's always like another app to log into. Mm-hmm. How do you get past people like just not wanting to download another app or log into another thing? How do you get past that part?
I know that change is not easy for a lot of people. So that's just something that we have to also work on ourselves, just marketing, continue to like market ourselves and, just continue to put our stuff out there.
And we try to be hands-on in the onboarding process. Like we have next month, there's a conference here that's using New Connect. So we're in it from the very beginning. We're sending nudges to their audience. We're sending emails to their audience, getting them on board. And more than a networking platform, we connect users just through we have a live feed for people to talk on every day. So people are constantly posting on the live feed what they're working on. We have a projects tab to get people to start discussing their projects, and we can bring people in that suggest people from New Connect that would probably be good for the project that they're working on. So it's more than just an event platform. It is also just a social platform as well.
Yeah, I would.
Actually, I meant to tell you, after we made the pull up and pitch room here in Chicago, people were posting on the live feed about the event. People were connecting. So we were really happy that we were able to connect with some users just from that pull up and pitch room that we created in Chicago.
Yeah, that's great. And I hope that they continue to be users throughout. I think the hard part about doing that in a room like that is we didn't have a chance to say, hey, organize for our event. So now, while I'm glad, I don't mind it, it's not a big deal. But I'm just saying to like, be careful with that, because you could rub people the wrong way, because now you have people get on your app at their event and then they didn't have any control over it, or they didn't have any insight on it, or we didn't talk about it ahead of time or any of that. So just be careful with that. I didn't mind it because it didn't matter to me. Like I wanted people in Chicago to connect. Like I think that you should do that. I think they should do that. And we want more people to actually get engaged in that way. Mm-hmm. But that's not data that we have now as the organizers in terms of like your original way of like going about it. I think though, for us though, in what we do, it would be a great partnership in the sense that like we have multiple of these, and we don't, that's why I say who's your customer, because we don't treat them like necessarily like conferences or summits, but they are essentially summoning, sometimes depending on what city you're in, at least about 200 people per event. And because we do that same event in multiple cities and it works the exact same way, it could be an interesting partnership from that standpoint, right? So because people drive from city to city. People from Chicago came to Detroit. People from Detroit come to Chicago. We have people fly into the different cities and things like that. So, and we've actually had people get partnerships by being in those rooms with some of the partners that we have, or partner with each other, or meet each other and then end up working together. Mm-hmm. So I think, from running events across multiple countries, similar to what, you do as well, I guess, we are not capturing that data from city to city. So in terms of like thinking about your customer, I think it's really interesting if someone already does events from city to city and they're not actually capturing that data outside of like attendees. Mm-hmm. right? But they're not able to say like what were the outcomes in terms of like who met each other. Like when you said that, I'm like, that's a great outcome for us because we know that. Like people tell us that all the time, but we don't have a way of track. If they could, again, if the partner it also gets engaged in having them continuously use the app. So if you do more, if you're a person that does more than one event, it's super valuable because it's like, well, I'm going to do more than one event. I'm not going to pay into a conference app for more than one event because it's a traveling event. So you know what I mean? So it doesn't make sense for me to pay into like a C event or something like that because I just don't need that level of platform. So it's really interesting around like people having their events that they do multiple times to be what creates a community for them and then what do they do. So I think like as you evolve and continue to think about like who your customer is, you might really, really, really narrow it from because people who do summits and conferences, they're going to buy into an app that manages the summit or the conference. If I were you, I would consider not even really, I mean, like, I'm not saying don't go after them, but you know what happens at summits and conferences? They're smaller organizer people. So at like and they do it every year. So every year, I actually don't know that the Female Culture has an app and they're huge, you know what I mean? And they do events from, different countries, different cities. I don't know them to have an app. I mean, they might eventually come out with one, who knows? But, it's interesting groups like that who do, but they're at conferences. So they're not necessarily doing like their own conference, right? They are going from conference to conference. Inkwell is another one. So they go to Inkwell Beach if you can, or Inkwell is that's like the like Black group of folks for the most part that are at these different places across like different countries, different cities, things like that. So like finding those kind of people, I think could be really key to like, because these are the people who they're going to keep doing events, but they're not necessarily maybe always interested in launching an app or they don't have an app yet. So like you have really what they have is like WhatsApp chats. Yeah, so that is like we're in all these WhatsApp chats of Martha's Vineyard or like all these different places. We're all in all these WhatsApp chats. So I think like something that's more interactive than a WhatsApp chat is definitely helpful. Like I could see a whole realm where something like that happens, especially like entrepreneur support groups, like even like a Black Ambition or like us or like there's many of us. It's like there's at least minimum 400 entrepreneur support organizations or ecosystem building organizations that exist across the country. So tapping into people like that could be cool too, because we're not, necessarily paying into app after app after app. It's like it's a lot. It's a lot. Even we have a community platform that we do have, but I'm not necessarily sure that it does the best on networking. So I think like this is, as you keep moving through it and figuring out how you don't have to do so much of the lifting with events, but who could be the event partner for you that's ongoing, I think it's going to be really, really exciting.
Yeah, that's a great call. I have to look into some of those groups because I never heard of them before, but yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of us, but it just be city again, maybe like also like Urban League, like there's people who I would consider people who have multiple cities, because it's going to have, from what you're doing, to have someone continue using the app is kind of the kicker too. So like there's events that happen every year annually that like I may have the app, but like after we leave the conference, we're not necessarily engaging anymore, right? Like, and I've met people on it and pinged them and all that, but like after that, it's like you move to email, you just don't communicate anymore. But for people who are doing every quarter, month to month, for your tech weeks and your, Black Tech Saturdays may be a good one. Like there's a bunch of these groups who are doing constant events over and over and over and over and over, where those people could benefit from. Well, I didn't go to this one, but I was at the last one, right? And so like that kind of thing, because that was my next question. So let's say I didn't go to the event, right? But I'm on the app and I see that maybe this organizer had an event. Do I still get to like go in and see the people? I have no opinion on whether or not that's good or bad. I'm just saying like, do I still get to go and see who was there? Or is it more like you have to be at the event in order to be able to see who was there? And then what's that wall of like? Is that like a RSVP wall? Like, how does that work exactly?
So when organizers set up their events, everyone's given a code specifically for them to get into the match room, because we don't want, weirdo in London trying to get into your match room that you created on the platform. So the match rooms are protected by codes. So when users request to join that room, the room opens, they put the code in one time, and then they're able to either browse through users that are in the room or automatically connect with users. And that's where New Connect comes in. If they decide, okay, I want New Connect to match me, they'll join the match room, and then we'll connect them with the 3 to 5 matches, depending on the event size. And then after the fact, the match room does close down, because we try to keep this very intentional. We want people to be in the moment, matching in the moment. We want, to make some urgency, because you want people at the event in real time to match. So the match room does close down an hour after the event. And there's actually a happy hour chat lounge that we love that stays open. And it's a live feed where everyone at the event can chat with each other.
Oh, okay, wait. So, okay, tell us how it works. because I think I'm trying to get the picture of it. So, okay, I'm holding an event, right, as an organizer.
Mhm.
I have a New Connect account. We create a room. Now, do I create several rooms for every, like, am I as an organizer paying for like a subscription where I can create a certain number of rooms a year? Is it like, or is it just like one organizer, one room? Like, how does that part work?
Yep. So it's we have different tiers that, depending on the event size, that an organizer can select from. And then basically, once you create your organizer account, you put in like your event details, and then you show up on the event calendar, and our event calendar is displayed to everyone that's on the app. So then you get your own event room, and then on your event room is different match rooms, because like we know, like different conferences may have different days where different things are happening. So on your one event, you have different match rooms that people can join, and the number of match rooms are giving out based off of the tier that the organizer selects. So for example, we have like our starter tier that's for events for up to 100 attendees. They get one match room. The next one is from 200 attendees and up. They get 2 match rooms, just based off of like how many attendees, whatever the tier size is. But yeah, so you join on your event, you got different match rooms. So we might have the founders match room, we may have the creatives match room. You join the match room, and then you get to see all the people that's in the match room. You get to start matching. That's one feature. And then you swipe through the deck. So it's kind of like the Tinder swipe through, get to message, connect. And then we also have like the happy hour lounge that's right there as well too, where you can see everyone and talk to everyone. You could tag people, everyone that's in that match room, basically. Yeah. So
Does a happy hour close at some point? So like the room closes an hour later, and everybody goes into what happy hour was. I guess everybody from those rooms are pushed into like a Zoom closing. So like y'all in Zoom rooms, breakout rooms are over. Everybody goes into a happy hour room, and then what happens after that? So like, do they eventually close, or do they stay attached to that one event? So let's say the event was September 2025. If it's June, is it still a like you were at a September 2025 event? How does that work?
The happy hour lounge does close at midnight of the day that the event took place. So the happy hour lounge is actually open for the entirety of the event, because it's a live feed. We want, the organizers to be able to post updates in it, pin the updates if there's something that needs to be said, a call to action that needs to be made during the time of the event. And then we also want people, talking in the live feed about the event, connecting. Hey, where's everyone going to lunch, or what are you guys doing after this? So we keep that live feed open until
to midnight. And then after that closes, what happens?
It closes, but then they're still able to get on our New Connect's actual live feed. So like I said, at the BGV event, people were talking on New Connect's live feed. So it is a social platform as well.
Yeah. So
after all the rooms close, they go into like a gym pop.
Yeah.
How do we look now? We over here got questions. So how do we, so like, let's say I went into, like, I'm at the BGV event, they got 5 different rooms. I went into all 5 because that's who I am as a human, right? And so I'm in there connecting with all the people, the creatives, the founders, the techies, all of that. And I made all of these matches and we've been chatting or whatever, and I seen them in person. How do I get that information off? Like, how do I then
I was thinking that too.
yeah, like, how do I follow up? Do I get information, like, or is the match sent to me in some kind of way?
Yeah, is it like a separate inbox?
Yeah, like, is it a profile that says you?
We trying to understand. We like,
yeah,
how
you're
does
able
this
to
thing
see
work?
all of your. It's a connection tab. You're able to see all of your connections. You can go to their profiles. They have their social links on it. So it's literally a profile page of your matches that you can go back and see who you connected with.
Yep.
Okay.
So now I'm in this like bigger group of like thousands of people that I don't know based off of going to one event.
So it's basically like, think of like LinkedIn, like a next generation of LinkedIn. So like we have our in real life like feature, which is at the event. And then if you're not in a match room, but you still want to connect with people, just in general, we also have a social, we have a status. So our live feed is called the network post. So you get on there, you get to post statuses, you can upload pictures, you upload gifts. Like, it's like a real interactive feed, basically. So it has a social media aspect to it. So it's not just the event networking app. It also has like a social media aspect to it. So people can just connect daily, like just the daily thing, whether you're at an event or if you're not at an event. So we're just basically combining all that into one thing.
Someone posted he was having a private dinner next week. I'm like, man, if I wasn't out of town, I would actually be going to that. So people are always on the live feed posting what they're up to and what they're working on.
And like Kina said,
I think it's interesting. I think it's great. I think I have way more thoughts, but like I think it's great. I think I love the idea of like a new way of people entering into social networking in terms of just like from a live event standpoint. Yeah. So anything else y'all want to leave us with before we gotta let you go?
Follow us on Instagram. That's to keep up with all of our like updates. We host events everywhere. We try to make our way around the city, the United States, but we're hosting our adult field trip in Chicago. So we're going to the planetarium and we are using New Connect there. So a way for adults, because we know adults want to have fun too. Like all the kids, they get all the fun summer camps. So we're like, you know what? We want to host like STEM focused things as well. Like adults want to learn it. I posted this on Threads, it went up. I got like over 1,000 likes, hundreds of comments. Adults like, where do I sign up? So we partnered with the planetarium. We are hosting that July 25th. We are planning something for Chicago Tech Week, so just follow us on Instagram at NewCord and at newconnect.ai to just keep up with everything that's happening with New Connect and NewCord.
So New Connect is the app, and then NewCord is you have an education.
Yep, our tech education. So we teach AI, we teach cybersecurity, we're leading over into quantum as well, because they're building a new quantum computing campus in Chicago. So we've been heavily focusing in our curriculum developed around quantum, because they are building that in the predominantly Black neighborhood. And our people don't really know what quantum is. And Kina and I hosted a networking event on that. And the venue had to tell us, like, y'all at capacity, we're gonna have to start turning people around, because our people wanted to come out and learn about these things. So Kina and I, we're very community driven, because we understand technology isn't going anywhere. It's developing every single day. I can't even keep up at this point. So we want to make sure that our people are basically in the driver's seat when it comes.
Someone on LinkedIn says she just created a profile and she looked forward to learning more. She has an event of 50 to 65 people in New Jersey in August. So she need to understand more. She'll be in touch.
Yes, DM us, please.
Thank you.
We will definitely respond. But that's it. Kina, did you have any words?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. So nice.
Have a good day.
Seeing you again, homie.
All right. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, people want to be together. So I think it's important to figure out different ways for us to do that. I think they got more to figure out though, because the thing about a LinkedIn or social media right now is we're choosing who we want to be on our feeds. I don't know that at the end of an event, I want to dump out into some larger pool of people that like, I don't know. And now I'm seeing like all their posts and I'm like, ooh, I don't know these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that I want to know about, especially if you have any kind of event. Like, let's say somebody had an R&B party versus somebody had like a large summit versus somebody had like you know, some other like influencer event versus somebody had, you know, it's kind of like there may need to be a way to protect your group so that they don't, because if I bring a group of influencers, they may not necessarily want to now become like social networking with everybody on the platform per se, or they may want to, you know what I mean? It's just that, I think that's one thing they may have to figure out. It's just like, you know, you kind of like forced to go into this larger pool of people that you don't know. We're right now social networking.
Maybe it's just as simple as an opt-in or opt-out. Like, you know,
Yeah,
I would like
that
to
might be.
opt out of being in a larger group, or I'll opt into doing it. And maybe that's something, you know, on a portal. But, you know, the beautiful thing about entrepreneurship and creating something is the learning. Like, and sometimes you just like,
100%.
yeah, it's just like you get out there and it's like you start testing stuff, you start realizing like, that didn't work, let me change it. Oh, that worked well, I didn't know that.
And with AI, you can iterate in a moment.
Yeah.
So they can be like, oh, that ain't working. Okay, great. Let me
fix that.
And it fits right away.
Yeah.
So I think that, you know, I think it's great. I think having the opportunity, you know, to have your audience continue to connect, because we know that people connect.
Oh yeah.
From knowing each other at BGV, but we're not able to capture that. And here's the other thing: a lot of corporations, people would think that they know how to measure their impact, but they actually don't. So it's like, yeah. So you would think that the people you think might have it all together, they actually don't all the time.
They don't.
And we're tired of, to be honest, like I love it too, because I think people are tired of your regular platforms that you always got to get at every summit and then not use long term. So I think this is a very creative way. Do I think there's some more like evolution and learning? Absolutely. But I think like this is a great like thing to lean into.
Oh yes. It's gonna be amazing. I'm excited because for the introverts and for the people who have trouble networking, right? Like some people are just, and I see them all the time, you know, where they just work in a room, like they going around, meet people, talk, and then, you know, it's me who is looking like, oh God, like you want me going there and talk to who about what? Like how fast can I get home? You know, so I think that it would be really nice, you know, for people who might be a little more introverted or, you know, a little more nervous about the conversation to have something to help support them as they network.
I think too, what you know, as people come onto any platform that I'm on, if I'm interviewing you, I'm asking all the questions that we ask, and your response to them sells you, so that people like Latrice in the comments can be like, "Ooh, I actually can use this," right? Like, I think that like the thing about networking is building trust and saying like, "I have a great platform, just use it." That's not what they were saying. I'm not talking about them, but I'm just saying like in general. Sometimes I think people think that's enough, and it's like that's actually not enough because we don't know you, we don't trust you yet, right? So some of these questions can be hard and can be in depth, and they're not what you would get at a normal. When you go to somebody's normal, maybe media, because one, nobody's going to tell you like, I don't know what this is. They're not going to say that. You know what I mean? They're not even going to ask you questions that deep. They're going to go, okay, great. Love that. And you got literally 3 minutes to do an interview. I want people to know that like, I'm asking these questions because I absolutely expect. See, this is one of the things that I learned being on SiriusXM. I expect that my audience is about to buy whatever you're telling me about. I expect that because that's the audience that I typically have. So if you come on to my SiriusXM show, it's highly likely that people are going to buy whatever it is that you said you got. If it's a book, they're going to visit the platform. They're going to sign up because they are actively listening and looking for things to do, places to sign up for, and they're real people, right? So that is the platform that we built. That's the platform that I have, is that the people they came here to get put on to whatever was out there that was potentially new for them to actually buy into. And that's just how my platform works. And so I'm thankful. So I just want to stop and say, like, I'm grateful for people like Latrice, Lita, like people who come here every every morning with us. By the way, this is the last day of the 30-day show of this iteration. We're going to take a break. Then I'll be back with another 30-day show at some point. But I'm grateful to have built a platform of people who are actionable people, who are watching and being like, what is that? Because I'm trying to buy that. What is that? Because I'm trying to go sign up. What is that? Because, hey, I might, like, you're absolutely listening, thinking to yourself, how can this be helpful for me? And I don't take that for granted. So, and that the business owners that we're bringing up, they need your support. They want your support. Mm-hmm. It's helpful for them to have your support and have you as a customer. Hello, because let's normalize putting a paywall on everything. Have you as a customer, have you as a partner, right? Like whatever products they bringing out, whatever, like it is important. And so I'm grateful. I'm grateful for being able to have that impact in that way. And I'm grateful for, to be able to.
And you know what I find too, that when you get questions, like when you get even hard questions, like, and you may even struggle through answering it, it makes you a better founder. Like, so now,
but I think some people get angry. You know, like, I'll be honest. Some people be like,
but that makes you
get an attitude.
But that makes you a better founder too. You know, because I've gotten hard questions and it did make me angry. And I did respond in anger because that is you know what I mean? Like, you know, and I get it, but it still made me a better founder, right? It still made me a better founder because I was then able to recognize when something is setting me off, learn how to navigate that, you know, navigate that challenge in the moment, right? Because you got to check your feelings fast in the moment, right?
You got to check your feelings.
How to check my feelings fast in the moment, and then how to answer the question differently, right? You're going to come up against opposition. Like, it does not matter what you're doing. You could have the absolute cure for cancer and somebody's going to oppose you. Somebody's they're going to have something to say. So you have to be prepared with how to respond in situations where you don't have the answer, where the answer is not acceptable, when somebody keeps pushing back at you. Like, are you sure? Did you do it? You got to be prepared.
Thank you for saying that. I think that's right. We got our next guest. We're going to bring her up. It's the last day of the 30-day show. Shout out to Latrice in the comments. She says appreciate it. And I do come here to see what you're putting us on to. Also, I want all Black women to win, period. We root for everybody Black. But the hard questions are necessary in this world. And it's all about learning and iterating, being agile, even in our feelings. You know, let me say this. All the founders that have got mad at me because I asked some hard questions, and they're not me specifically, I'm just using my experience, but like out there, people, founders get upset. And then even employees that have, maybe thought like, oh, she's too whatever. And then they leave. Almost 99.9% will in a year or two come back and say, you know what? I didn't get it then. I appreciate, thank you so much for that time you said. And I'm like, listen, it's with love because I'm trying to tell y'all, because I'm trying to, even when I was giving the comments about like the bio pieces and things like that, I'm telling you this because I know that I'm about to put you into an audience where they're going to go and do a thing. So if I don't have the best information, then they're going to be like, they're not going to do the thing. I pride myself on my audience going to do the thing. So if I can't help them go do the thing, then I feel like I'm disconnected, right? It ain't even about you, right? It's about how I want my audience to receive information. But that is something that I learned. I've been on SiriusXM. When did we launch the Shelly Bell Show? 2021?
Yeah, it was in the COVID. It was in the COVID.
Yeah, like I've been on SiriusXM since 2021. Mm-hmm. It was originally the Shelly Bell Show, and then I ended up in the last year on a live Tuesday show. And that's why I really was like, oh shoot, like this is, people DM me all the time. Listen to your show on Sunday. Thank you so much, whatever. Oh my God, you said this. Like, I didn't like it. People have DM me not liking what I said. Okay, listen, child, people get vicious
Yeah, they do.
You know, they're like people get vicious.
Mhm.
Okay, this whole social media streets do not play
Not
when
at
it
all.
comes to like, and I can't even imagine the level where people go viral. Child, forget about it. All right, let me bring up our next guy. Coming to the stage, I want to give Q Nicole Vanderhost. Q Nicole is the founder and CEO of the pioneering hemp bio company, advancing wellness through the fusion of ancestral plant medicine and modern science, with studies in international business management at the University of Maryland College Park, and more than 20 years overseeing $100 million, $100 million plus dollars, come on, in commercial real estate development. She has built a career around creating opportunity and impact. Inspired by her personal healing journey, Nicole now leads a mission to elevate science-backed, ethically crafted, plant-based wellness solutions for people and pets while expanding representation, innovation, and economic empowerment within the evolving global wellness industry. So I want to welcome Q Nicole. How you doing?
Hey, great.
Hey.
How are you? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you just fine.
Mm.
And you have WH Farms.
Yes. So WH Farms is our company. It's a platform asset that really is focusing on pioneering hemp biotech. For most of us, we know that the cannabis industry is evolving over the last, I would say, 7 to 10 years nationally. And since 2018, with the farm bill that was provided by USDA, licensed hemp cultivators, which we are a USDA licensed hemp farm, we're able to cultivate a plant and learn about the botanical medicinal benefits of the plant. And it's been my vision to really incorporate some of these ingredients, proprietary ingredients, into common ritualistic personal care goods that we use every day. And we white label those to businesses and brands who are looking for more plant-based products that they can offer their, growing consumer base who's looking for traceable, trustworthy formulations that they can take home to their families.
Oh, you said it. She said, "You're not gonna catch me off my game."
Listen,
I'm ready.
No, the history is I pitched at something in the water, and I won. But the funny thing about you and Felicia's commentary was you said, I don't even know if what she's doing is legal. And my mother said, make sure that moving forward, you tell everyone that you're licensed, you're this. So I'm already hip, like years into the Ami correction. So thank you so much.
She said I'm hip to the corrections. She said I'm years into this. Like I've been corrected before.
Keep it coming, sis. That's how you make us sharp.
Well, listen, that was very clear.
Yes, it
and it was very clear. And this is exciting because we are just to hear a Black woman in this space. And I love how you describe it, bio, like let's get it, like we got to really be claiming who we actually are.
Yeah.
And really talking about this is a biotech company, right? And your experience speaks for itself. And you've seen commercial real estate at different levels. I'm curious from you.
Yeah.
When I love the white labeling piece, is it when we talk about like how to engage with you, right? Let's say somebody's out there and they're like, I have an organic product or I have a body butter or something like that. I would love to learn about the medicinal benefits of incorporating hemp or having my products manufactured. Do you have a manufacturing plant, or is it more like scientific study? Tell us about like what it looks like.
That's such a great question. So it's vertically integrated. We're about 5 years old. And in the first 3.5 years, we did have our manufacturing outfit in-house. And so that meant that we were the farm. We had scientists that helped with the formulation. We extracted in-house. So fully vertically integrated. Fortunately, we're part of the industry that's able to export. Only 3% of the industry is exporting. So in order to prepare for the export demand, we took our manufacturing out of house only for the purposes of expansion and scaling, but we still have very close oversight of our entire supply chain. And so if someone wanted to work with us, two things. In the first couple of years, we work with a number of like massage therapists, personal trainers, trichologists, people who were service providers but wanted to give their customers something else that they could use in between appointments, especially chiropractors. And a lot of the NIH-based research that talks about the cannabinoids, it discusses how it helps with chronic discomfort, pain, insomnia, and a lot of different things that people and pets deal with. And so we were white labeling for those types of small businesses. But what was happening is that the federal government hadn't made decisions about banking and merchant processing and advertising.
Yeah.
So they were finding themselves reaching these roadblocks that we had already overcome. And so we built what's called an academy that is actually the only way to access our small batch manufacturing, where you're able to white label for as few as 100 units. And it's an 8-module program that allows you to learn not only about the history of the actual medicinal value of the botanicals, the different extracts, what you can use them in, the type of products, how they can be sold, the case studies of those products that has scientific backing, research that you can use for your own social media, capital raising, because we know that in this industry, you have to be very flexible as it relates to how you gain capital to really grow your business. And so we have this academy that helps us with the preparing and educating a business, in addition to us just supplying them with white label product, because we want them to win and we want them to come back. And we want, our vision as a company is to spread the plant medicinal value of this plant. And so we do that through businesses, and businesses need to be empowered. So we do have that for any wellness entrepreneurs who may be saying, what's happening in this industry? I want to position myself before it explodes, especially in our community where we popularized it. We've been penalized for it, but we have to stand to capitalize. And when I think about why we originally came to market, different states was charging millions of dollars to be able to really cultivate and enter into the industry. And you wouldn't know at that point if you would be successful or not. Whereas starting with a finished product, like a hair product or body care product that you then are able to brand and sell to people, you already have a tested marketplace of people who are looking for cosmetics and personal care goods that have a functional benefit. So all of this is in alignment with our mission and vision for the company.
I love this.
Thank you.
You know why I love this too? And what you were just talking about is because right now people need jobs or work, and they're trying to figure out. So like somebody might have been a practitioner, and then they're like, I need to make some extra money. It'd be great if I had a product. But instead of having to like go make up the whole product themselves, there's an opportunity to say, here are tried, true, tested products that you can white label to sell alongside what you're doing. I think that's really, really great. Like in this economy, I think that's like really, really great.
And our facilities are GMP and ISO certified. So they're just not any type of products. We're pharmaceutical grade, so we can get you channels. For that, we really want to help lift up that person who has that book of business or, that transactional revenue. And they're like, you know what, I need something that's going while I'm asleep. I need something to help to create more stickiness with my client base. We want to make sure that our products are, able to help them do that.
Listen, I got quiet. You understand what I'm saying? Like at a certain point, you just shut up and you just try to figure out how you can figure this. Like, wait a minute, do I need to have some cannabinoids?
Yeah, I was thinking something.
You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking the same thing because I don't know, Q Nicole, since the last time we met each other, saw each other, it's been a while. I'm a breathwork practitioner and a sound healer, and so I'm like, that's interesting. The only thing that I was thinking, okay, to be honest, first of all, you're phenomenal. And like the level of expertise that you have and your ability to talk about this in the depth and things that you have gone through for me, like to just become levels of like certified is like so commendable. And I think this is wonderful. But I have some very shallow thoughts. Okay. I'm talking about not in depth. You see what I'm saying? Like these ain't gonna make or break nothing. The thoughts I had, like, so here's my thing.
Okay.
Help us out.
All right.
Because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. Because this is
her thoughts out. She's gonna be.
I'm sitting here like,
help me out, okay?
Okay.
Here's my thing. These hemp products, cannabis-based products, they just don't smell good to me.
No, not ours. Wait 1 second.
Okay, because this is what I need help on. Because
we go all
I done bought them and like I done bought stuff from people because I'm like, oh, because let me tell you something, the CBD infused stuff, like, and I don't know, and I guess to Nicole, we might need Nicole, I need to step back a little bit and go into like hemp, cannabis and like CBD, but the CBD informed stuff. Infused stuff. Like I'm a believer. Okay. Like you put it on you like whatever, it calms you, all those things. I actually am looking some for my pet right now.
Oh, good.
And I went to like Petco and PetSmart and they didn't have it. The ones, and I would think they would because I'm in LA, but like I have to figure out where. I'm sure somebody around there got it.
California passed a bill against hemp about 2 years ago. So their market got a little bit touchy about hemp, but we can talk about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So tell us about CBD, hemp. I know it's almost like nobody's described it to me this way, but to me it feels like plucking rose petals off a rose, right? It's almost like, well, here's at the bottom of it, like this layer of roses is the
kinda. So it's one. So the plant's scientific name is cannabis sativa, and it has two species. It's either a hemp species or marijuana species. This cannabis sativa plant is of the marijuana species based on USDA guidance when it has more than 0.3% THC. So it's all based on the chemical compounds in the plant. But when it has under 0.3% THC, it is considered hemp. Industrial hemp is legal federally. There are some little nuances, but for the most part, it's federally legal. And marijuana is currently being governed by a state on a state-by-state basis. And so that's why you have some, places like DC, Maryland area where it's medicinally legal, recreationally legal. And then you have places like North Carolina, which is where we are, where nothing's legal because they've not yet gotten that far. And so we are an industrial hemp company. We cultivate and we're USDA licensed to cultivate industrial hemp. And now in terms of product smells, this is the reason why we go to finished goods, and we really are a premium brand. And so even our white label formulations, we're big on aromatics. We're big on the botanical wisdom that comes from plants and experiences that create that alignment within the nervous system. We can't say that it cures or heals anything, but I love your breath work pivot because frankly, how do we make it to this big abundance without carrying ourselves all the way through, right? So this is a wellness company through and through from that perspective. And so we have a variety of products, but all of them are, either fragrance or non-scented because we strip out THC so that you can ship it worldwide. And we also strip out any sort of resemblance of the plant from an odor perspective and replace it with aromatics like bourbon, vanilla, or our bath salts are like watermelon in fragrance, like very much so the cosmetic beauty demand that one would expect if they were buying a beauty product, not a cannabis product. So, yeah. And our gummies, which we aren't supposed to sell, but I can say that if you have a breath work workshop, I think that, the SBA will let me give it away as a promotional item. So, because we are SBA back, then I would love to share our gummies with you as well. They're also 0% THC and they're absolutely amazing. And you don't taste anything that resembles any sort of cannabis.
Well, what will be the benefit of it
without the THC? So when
please tell me, child, because listen, these are shallow questions, by the way.
It's fine.
Okay, go ahead.
When we strip out THC, we do two things. When you think of the plant, you only think of the psychoactive benefit. You think of Cheech and Chong, Method Man, and Red Man. But the actual plant, hemp, has over 6,000 years of botanical medicinal benefits that trace back to every known ancient civilization from Asia to Africa to the United States. As a matter of fact, we grow on African-American and Tuscaroran legacy farmland in eastern North Carolina that was cleared by hand by freed slaves. And the Tuscarorans, the Native Americans, taught them how to cultivate hemp because their name, Tuscaroran, means hemp gatherer. They've been cultivating hemp for over 6,000 years before English settlement. And so when you think about the other medicinal qualities of the plant, THC is only one of 100. There's CBD, CBG, CBN, all of these other things that help with nervous system regulation, gut health, like all of the vision, all of these various things. So we're just stripping out the part that's considered psychoactive, and we are elevating the other chemical and the cannabinoids, which is why our products are scientifically formulated to highlight the therapeutic benefits. So to anchor what you said earlier about CBD infused products, you're a believer, they work. They work because that particular cannabinoid connects with our body in a way that allows for the homeostasis that we learned about in school to actually happen, that we get to a place where we're self-regulating and our nervous system is adjusting as such.
And so with hemp, does it have CBD in it? Like, is that automatic? Okay, got it.
It has a lot of it. It's one of the plants. It's more rich in CBD than it is in THC.
Got it. Okay.
Listen, I just wrote your name down. Okay, I wrote it down on my note sheet. You know, I only know that I keep notes. Like I got on my note.
I have no idea what she's doing with them. If she ever go back and look at them.
I go back and look at them all the time. You never know where you might need to go and remember what you said.
When she get to flipping, I'd be like, girl, we talked about that so long ago.
Yeah, but I will find it. Okay, because I got to. Okay, because my mind. But I'm so excited, Q Nicole, because you know I have cosmetics, right? And so one of the things, most of my clientele are women of a certain age, you know, women 35 to 55, like these, you know, and one of the challenges that we're having is this perimenopause, you know, and, you know, we still love our body products, but we got the aches and the pains. You understand what I'm saying? You know, our knees is starting to hurt, our elbows, all the things. So, you know, I love Black women, and it's so exciting to me that it is the day before Juneteenth, okay? Yes. And I'm just trying to tell you, Black women just do things, okay? And so now I'm so excited. I'm about to be in North Carolina.
Yes, in North Carolina. Yeah, we have an after shower body oil that's absolutely amazing. That's on our white label list. It matters.
Wait a minute, you might have got me.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Let me tell y'all. My friend, one of my board member, you know, friends now. I went to stay at her. She just bought like a large plot of land, and she has now created this like space, this getaway space. Well, she's turned into a wellness space, things like that. And I went there to visit, and in the shower, okay, there was some Olive Olay after shower body oil that her mom had left there. Now let me tell y'all something about me and your shower. If I take a shower at your house, I am using your products. I just need you to know that whatever's in there, a sister gonna use it. Okay, even the men. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I might be smelling like Old Spice when I come out. It's a thing that I like to do. I just need to figure out what you got in there, how it might work for me. Okay. So, and I've never used after shower body oil before this. And child, I was like, why didn't anybody tell me about after shower body oil?
So the goal of our product development and formulation is all about bringing the spa into the home. You know, we launched, couldn't really go out. So it was really about bringing wellness into your home. And to your point, you know, there are a lot of aches and pains when we move, when we lay wrong, everything just happens. And so this after shower body oil, what I love about it is that it locks in moisture, but it mattifies. So you don't find it on your sheets or on your pajamas. It mattifies in under 5 minutes. So it begins to really go into the skin and lock in the moisture. And you feel like it's a 1,000 milligram formulation. So you feel this active, I don't know, not to say it feels like fingers touching you, but you feel the muscles relaxing. You feel it assist with, you know, insomnia relief, and it just really helps with minimizing pain. And so, again, we don't make any health claims, and we are very FDA compliant, but we just go with the testimonials of the hundreds of people that we've had to directly give us insight about those products.
I'm over here minding my business, taking my notes. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to get on a plane, a train, or drive an automobile, okay? Because I'm gonna be on the website. Is it on WH Farms?
Let me also say this. So if you go to the website, if you go to the shop page, everything is going to show is sold out only because we just finalized our reformulation. The only availability now is the Academy. So we encourage everyone to take a look at the Academy page, get to know more about what that comes with, and also all of the perks and benefits. However, we are, as of July 1st, relaunching all of these phenomenal products. And so we can't wait for you to try them for sure.
Don't worry, because that's my birthday month. You understand what I'm saying?
I love that. Are you a Cancer?
I am.
Me too. Let's see. We love it.
Yes. Hey, girlfriend, girl.
Cancers are great.
Listen,
We love good energy. Good energy.
Yes. And now I'm gonna be in North Carolina. Omi, I'm going to North Carolina in July so I could go to the farm.
I'm with it.
We'll
y'all in East Carolina. I'm from Durham originally.
I love that. Yeah, so the farm is on the eastern side near New Bern, and we do organized trips. So we'll definitely do a VIP tour for you guys. But the corporate office is in Charlotte, and we received over $800,000 in grant funding from the state of North Carolina to move our biotech hub to Winston-Salem. So we're building a 13,000 square foot facility.
Wow, man! Congratulations! First of all, congratulations, because the number of people that you just mentioned that you're working with is actually hard to get into. So you mentioned USDA, which I don't know. Do you know Farmer John?
No.
John Boyd.
No.
But he's constantly fighting for farmers. Black Farmers Association. So you should check him out. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's constantly fighting. I have many conversations with him, but he's constantly fighting for Black farmers. And he's great. National Association of Black Farmers, I believe is the name of it, something like that. But he's amazing, and I've interviewed him several times. He's always on the forefront of like advocacy and things like that to get money from the USDA. So you having worked with them, having worked with the SBA, also the state, like this is showing like your level of diligence and building a true, institution, and so like I think that's amazing.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for your feedback for that first Fritz competition. Yeah.
Thank you for not getting upset with me and being like, how dare her? That'd be.
We got work to do. The skin stays thick. We are ready. Let's go.
That's because you got that hemp on you. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Skin ready.
Skin is right and tight. You know what I'm saying?
Ready.
Our nervous system is regulated.
Ready. It's
That's
like,
how she was able to do it. I'm regulated.
Throw it at me. What you got? What you talking about? You ain't talking about nothing. So we appreciate you. Where should people go? WHFarms.co. WHfarms.co with farms with the S. So WHfarms.co. Go check her out. Yep. Sign up for a newsletter if nothing else. Go check it out. Buy something, but sign up for a newsletter.
And we will have the new white label samples. We are really excited about these new formulations. Our best-selling product was a therapeutic balm. Again, for those aches and pains, because we can't forget about our aging community and how much they need some plant-derived products for themselves. But we've reformulated with the hydrating feature, so it has a cooling effect when it goes on. Guys, you're gonna absolutely love it. It's like one of the best.
I need a package. Yeah. Where do I sign up?
Because send us an email. We'll make sure that your podcast, you guys have something so that you can talk and share with people. But all of these products are amazing. Aromatics have come to the forefront, so you're really going to love them. You're going to be discreetly elevated, and that's the way we like it.
When is it? When are they dry?
At July 1st.
Okay, well, I need to get my address in now. Okay, I do have some wellness events coming up. There's one I'm doing. I'm going to do Breathe to the Beat live on July 25th.
Okay.
So I would love to have some of the products to have. If nothing else, I just want my own package.
Okay. I'm going to take care of you first, but let's talk about it. We would love to help.
Okay. All right, cool.
All right. I'm going to call you, girl, because I'm coming on down there. So.
Yes, honey. We got your farm tour. We're going to get your VIP day set up. Happy birthday. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, that was so great. I really appreciate it.
I've already joined. I've already signed up for things.
You signed up already? Dang.
Yes, I did.
I need to go ahead.
I'm not playing around.
I need to sign up.
Gotta sign up for your things. You gotta join the
You gotta join the things.
Yes, I'm all on the Academy page right now.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, just trying to figure out how to get into it's so many things. But you know what I love? And I'm gonna say this out loud. I love how Black women will talk their shit. Yeah, I just love it. I'm sorry I said it. I love when I hear, like, it just make you want to know things. Like, it's just like, I just want to know things. This woman can't.
Well, first of all, when I say what I like, you said this either yesterday or a couple shows ago. I don't know when it was, but it was about being humble and humility. And it's like letting that go and getting rid of that. Because what is that even? Why do we need that? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody saying go be an asshole, but that is not the opposite of being humble. It's like, you know, we take it humble to an extreme that need to go away.
Too far.
And the level of expertise that she told us in a few minutes, I think that's where I was like, I trust it.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. When you position yourself as a subject matter expert and you've done your research and you are committed to your thing, you can persuade, because that's what a pitch is, the art of persuasion. You can persuade anybody to do any of the things you need them to do so that you can get to the next level. But you got to do your homework first. You got to be willing to know the ins and outs. You know what I mean? To be able to talk your stuff intelligently. You know what I'm saying? To be able to take feedback and criticism, flip that thing around, and you got to have a dynamic product. I know she got it. I'm going to the farm. I'm going right down there.
And I think I agree with you. And when you want my answer questions.
No.
Yes, you want you won't be offended by questions you ask. You'll be ready to get in depth. And she really was like, yeah. So
go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. No,
I just want people to just do not be afraid of the question. You don't know what you don't know. So it's just like if somebody asks you a question and that's something that you don't know at this time, okay, learn it. Like it's okay. Like okay, I don't. You know what? Thank you so much for letting me know that was present. I'm absolutely going to do some research about that. And I'm going to know the next time. Baby, I can accept that. You didn't know? I informed you of something you just didn't know about. Learn about it and flip it and then get better with it. It's okay.
It's okay. And I appreciate it. And you know what? It's amazing. It's great. This has been 24 days.
Yes.
So this iteration of the 30-day show, within the 30-day span, we did 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
Now tomorrow just happens to be a holiday, so that's why we're not doing tomorrow. Y'all. So if y'all are wondering like why y'all not doing tomorrow, just it's a holiday and we need a break. It's Juneteenth. We need to be free. Okay, we've been on here.
Now we need to be free.
We've been on here. Okay. Now this has been a joy to Kia. Yeah. I just want to say thank you. I just want to really just say thank you for rocking and rolling with me for this last 24 days. But when people ask me about doing this, I say one of the keys to this is being able to have somebody you can talk to for 90 minutes and not mind it.
That's a
one of the keys to doing this here. That is it. I also I plan to do this by today. I'm gonna get it together. But so y'all stay tuned. Keep looking at my LinkedIn because I do plan to make this like how I do the 30-day show. I have a full playbook for it, and I do plan to release it. I also am going to launch a Substack. So I was going to. I'm gonna have to make rounds because I told the BGV community specifically that I was going to launch a course called Smooth Operator. And I was going to charge around $1,800 for it. But what I've decided is that I'm just going to make it a Substack series. And then just have like a monthly fee, do something like $4.99, like something low. But and just make it accessible that way. because I'm just gonna start doing more on Substack. So yeah, I think I'm moving in that way of just one, normalize putting a paywall on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when you need to make money, you still got to be clear on your capacity.
Yeah.
Right. Like I want to get my expertise out and I want to make money. Those things come together. But at the same time, I'm like, but do I want to do like an 8-week course? Do I want to do that? You know what I mean? Like I really want to focus on breath work and stuff like that. So it's like, I want, as you are thinking through, people who are watching us, as you're thinking through what you're building, as you're thinking through developing your companies, evolving, leaving the company you're at, or being laid off or being let go or exiting for whatever reason, there's a couple things I want you to get from all these last 24 days. One, permission to shift without shame. Permission to shift without shame. Permission to shift without shame is number one. Number two, you can, if you could dream it, you can build it at this point with AI. If you like, ooh, no, I was gonna say something really strange. But if you could dream it, you can build it right now with AI. And I think the benefit is being able to pivot quick. Right? Like, hey, oh shoot, well, that ain't working, no problem. If there's a time, I have proprietary software that we built. There's been times where the platform broke down. And I'm thinking about switching that whole thing to an AI platform right now. It's a fully functioning dev built. It's not. I didn't vibe code it. It's a real, built platform. But I'm thinking about switching it and coding it all over again, because if there's a hiccup, we can't fix it for at least 24 hours, because you got to contact a dev team. They got to go in and diagnose it. And AI, you don't got to do that right now. Something break down, you can go in and be like, the customer send you a complaint. Hey, such button ain't working. No problem. You can send a voice note on your phone to Cloud right quick. Copy that, put it in the Cloud code, fix this, deploy it, boom. Within literally a few seconds, the button is fixed. So the world that we're living in, your ability to build fast. Number 3, community or nothing. That's BGV's mantra, and it has been the fabric of what I have built over these last 10 years. It's like, Lil Wayne, when he's on stage, he always says, one thing I want to tell you, I was like, I'm not shit without you. He's like, 3 things he always says, 3 things I want y'all to know. I ain't shit without you. I ain't shit without you. I ain't shit without you. You know what I'm saying? He always says that. And every concert I've seen him several times. Every performance he says that. Maybe the second time it really resonated with me, where I was like, yo, like, that's real, superstar. Like, that's real. Like, people are the reason for the season. Okay. People pull these things together. People out there watching us make this platform what it is. People who decided to follow our shenanigans and whatever. You know what I mean? No, don't get me wrong. We're amazing. Yes. We're super dope. Okay?
Yes, we are.
And we're gonna bring the personality every day. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Listen, and I'm gonna say it, because this is the last day. Omi and I have been friends for a very long time, and I say friends real strong, like real strong. And it's one of those friendships that has evolved over time. It's one of those friendships where we've watched each other's children grow and change, and our businesses grow and change. It is that friendship where you don't have to talk all the time, but when you do, you know what I mean? When you do, nothing was lost. Nothing was missed. Nothing is almost like you just pick right up and just start talking. And the opportunities that I have had, not only as a business owner, but as your friend, as a woman, as a founder, have changed my life, right? So it is always an honor and a privilege, and I am blessed to be able to serve in this capacity in a way where you trust me with your people and your platform and all that you've built knowing that I'm going to come in and I'm going to love on you and them and our ecosystem just makes me all the better. And so I'm excited for all that BGV is, all that it is becoming. I am excited for all that you are, all that you have been, and all that you are becoming. And I cannot wait to see what the next iteration of whatever you decide to do. That's the thing. It's like whatever you decide to do. I cannot wait to see what that iteration is. And I am grateful to be allowed to be a part of the journey. So thank you so much. This has been a great 24 wild days.
24 days. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, you already know. I love you to the moon. It is, listen. Lita in the comments, she said, it's good. Like, God bless. It's good to see the social and media. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Right.
I love
because
it.
that's a great way to put it. Now, let me tell you what I'm about to do though. I am about to hop off here and go over to TikTok. So if you're watching me here, wherever you are, go over to TikTok because BGV is doing a TikTok telethon. So we'll be on live all day. Also, I know that the Obama their opening ceremony is also today. So like hop in, see us, see them, hop back and forth. Like don't forget us, don't forget them. Because both are gonna be magical experiences. So I'm about to go over there, have some conversations with my team. I think I'm interviewing some folks and talking through some things. So I'm excited to do that. I'm just thankful. The Futures We Build Summit is gonna be September 9th to the 12th. Let me actually drop you out the links down here. Go get your tickets to the Futures We Build Summit. I'm dropping them across all the platforms that are viewing me right now, except for the one I can't do is LinkedIn because LinkedIn doesn't let us communicate from here. So, but the Futures We Build Summit, go check it out. futureswebuildsummit.com. And yeah, if you go to bgvfoundation.org, at the top is also a link to it. So just follow me over to TikTok right now because I'm going over there to have some more conversations for at least another hour.
I'll be over there on the TikTok. I already got it pulled up on my phone.
I got to do all that. I got to get it pulled up. You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait to shenanigans over there. I won't be doing any of the lives, but I'll be on as a watcher, as a viewer. I'm so excited. I got my $19 ready. I challenge all of our viewers watching, as well as everybody on my social media, who might see this later. Please go over and support Black Girl Ventures. You guys have supported so many founders and have been the missing link that many of us have been dying for, literally, as we build our brands and our businesses and we create generational wealth for our families. So I have my $19 and today I'm asking everybody to have theirs too. So I'm excited that I get to be a part of that in any capacity. So go ahead on over there on TikTok, get your $19 ready, get your card out, get ready. Because we're about to blow this thing up. I don't know what the goal was, but baby, you're going to hit it, exceed it, maximize it. You're going to touch it. You're going to roll over it. It's going to be everything that you need it to be. And Black Girl Ventures is going to go into this next frontier more better. More better. Yeah.
I'm dropping the telethon page, which also at the top of the page. Ooh, wait a minute, the wrong button. At the top of the page, it also tells you, it also has the link to just click directly right there and go on over to TikTok. Shout out to the team, for adding that little button there. That's cute. I like that a lot, actually. All right. So I went to the page like, it's a little view on TikTok button here. Come on, team. Getting in the AI building. Ow. Okay. But wait, do you want to plug anything for Kiki Thunder? What? Kiki
Thunder is out here. We started shenanigans. We So you can follow us at Kiki Thunder on all our social media platforms, as well as visit us at kikithunder.com. We are revamping, reimagining what Kiki Thunder is going to be. And so I'm excited to take you along for the journey. But if you are looking for your highly pigmented, long-lasting, smudge-proof, water-resistant liquid matte lipsticks, we have them over there because we believe in effortless performance with the ultimate impact. So come on over and love up on us. We would love for you to be a part of our Kiki Thunder, a Thundercat, baby. Come on and be a Thundercat and hang out with us. Get your lippies and all of your things. And then when you finish with your lippies, go head on over there and get your $19 in. I'm just saying.
And that is KIKITHUNDA, Kiki
It
Thunder.
sure is.
I'm
Kiki.
dropping it in the chat. So everybody knows that KIKITHUNDA.com. All right. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you, Takia. Again, we'll talk soon. Everybody have a great rest of your day. Have a great holiday tomorrow. Don't do anything if you can help it. Please just rest. There's a million things happening. And try to rest if you can. All right. We'll see y'all. Actually, I will make an announcement soon about the next 30-day show. Look out for the link. Okay. When we post this link to say, come on in here and get interviewed, you want to make sure. Oh, Lita says she already a Thundercat.
Hey!
Make sure you catch it quick. Okay. Because it books up fast.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
It's going to turn into a midday, though. I got to let y'all know. Okay, more on that. All right, y'all.
All right, have a great day.
In my video. The last time.
The last time. But listen, the next one is going to be.
Wait, we lost the kid. Is it me? Did we lose her? Is it me? Did y'all lose me? She frozen. Okay, you're back. You're back. Is it me? Was I frozen?
We don't know, but it don't even matter. We ready for it.
That's the ancestors being like, now get off this live and go up to that telethon.
Yeah, because I'm already on a telethon.
I was about to tell you something, though. Jeez Louise, got to be more careful. I don't know what I was about to tell you.
Oh, my God. You're
ridiculous with this video, girl. So, I'm so ridiculous with it. I was like, in the last team meeting, we started the meeting with the video. I might start every meeting with the video.
Just start it. Do it.
Guess what? Who's gonna check me?
Ain't nobody. You're absolutely unboxable.
That's it.
Cue the video.
That's it. Here we go. Cue the video. All right. Last one of the 30-day show, BGV. We appreciate y'all.